Hello everybody and welcome back to Football Manager 2023 with the Guiseley Youth Academy save, and it's Youth Intake Day, which is always a wonderful day as part of this save. It's like Transfer Deadline Day because it's the only time we get new signings. So let's get into the game and see how we've been getting on, what our new youth intake looks like, and who our new head of youth development is, because diving into the game, we are in 16th. It's like we never left from last season. We're in 16th. We do have a game in hand though, and if we win that, we could potentially go into 15th, but we need to win by like 9 goals, so probably not going to happen. But yes, we are sitting there in 16th, pretty comfortably safe from relegation. 14 points clear from relegation, which is Aldershot, Torquay, Billericay and Gateshead down there this year. Our rivals, which our supporters really hate, Halifax Town, are top of the league and look like they're going to win the league, which is frustrating, and we've lost to them twice. Results have been interesting, to say the least. We're still sticking with our 4-2-3-1, sort of rotating between the systems that we've got set up. We did flirt with a 5 at the back system for a little while, but it drastically failed with a 4-1 loss, a 4-1 loss, and a 2-0 loss. So we quickly came away from that. Tried a 4-2-4 in the FA Trophy, which beat Southend, then lost the Maidstone, and then reverted back to type with our 4-2-3-1. But all in all, recent results have been a big mix of no draws, wins and losses with high-scoring games. I mean, we've got a 3-2 loss, a 3-2 win, a 3-1 win, a 3-2 loss, a 2-1 win, a 3-2 loss, a 4-3 loss, a 3-1 win, a 4-3 loss, and 2-2-2s. So, and before that, a 3-1 win. So it's been pretty hectic recently. We do have, however, our team can't defend, so we've just basically trying to score more goals than the opposition, and what that has led to is more goal scorers, which is absolutely awesome. So Matt O'Keefe's up there with 26, but Taron Allpress, who was signalled out in a few comments when he came through the youth system in his intake to say, I think this guy could be pretty good. Turns out he's pretty good. He's pretty good at scoring goals, with finishing 11, composure 13 at this level, and some physicals in there to help him. Off the ball 15 I feel like is huge. He hasn't scored an overhead kick yet, but I feel like it's not too far away. But yeah, he's been playing really well. 10 goals in 16 appearances, a 6.99. So when he plays well, he scores. When he doesn't play well, his rating's pretty crap, because obviously 10 in 16 would generally mean a higher average rating than 6.9. I'd say he should be around 7.5. But yeah, he's not always playing brilliantly, but he is scoring goals for us, which is absolutely awesome, and giving Matt O'Keefe some much needed competition up front. Other goal scorers then, Brooklyn Christie's coming in with 9. He's got a decent free kick on him, which is helping. Danny Adams with Lyndon Clough, with 7. Danny Adams with 7. Tarmy with 6. Hogan with 5, and then everybody else has 2 or below. Assists wise, 8 from Tarmy, 6 from Hogan, 6 from Jordan, 5 from Clough, and 5 from Priestnall. The centre back getting some knockdowns from corners and stuff like that, which is awesome. And generally, we've got into the rhythm now of having a pretty set team. I think we have a couple of people coming in, like McFadden is very happy to be a substitute. 1 starting appearance, 14 off the bench for him this season. So yeah, we're in a pretty good position. I think this season has been another sort of building season, see where we can get to, and then next year hopefully we push for the playoffs next season, but we'll have to wait and see. And hopefully we're going to get some youngsters that are going to help us out. What we need: a central midfielder that can come straight into the first team, a right back and a left back which can come straight into the first team. Anything else is a bonus. I'd probably say we don't really need a striker. I feel like we've got quite a lot of options at striker, but not too bad. Oh, talking of strikers, we loaned out Cameron Thorpe. Now, a lot of people think, why on earth have you loaned him out? We loaned him out because he's a miserable little git, and he moans about everything, and he wanted a new contract, wouldn't accept a new contract unless he was a star player, and I was like, no. So we've sent him out on loan. He's getting a fair bit of game time, not performing brilliantly, but he has he's negotiated a new contract as a substitute, which is much, much better, and he is still transfer listed by request, so if he wants to move, someone else can have him, but at Barnet, he's not doing very much at the moment. It's an option when he comes back. We're not too fussed. Jez Hines and Jamal Warhurst, I think we spoke about last time, looking at when their dates are there. Maybe Jez Hines wasn't, but he's gone out on loan to Kings Lynn. He was doing all right. He had like 5 in 10, I think, but 5 in 27 now. Ratings really dropped off. He's another one I think isn't going to make the cut, and is currently having specialist treatment because he has a hip injury, which was pretty bad. So not good. But the youth intake is pretty crucial in this one. So we're going to go and have a look at it, and then we're going to have a look at the head of youth development. So before we're going to, like this. So here we are then, our new intake of the youth players, and what we're going to do is look at the overall list like this very quickly, and then we're going to have a look at our head of youth development, because we do have a new head of youth development. He's not the one we were hoping for, because he wanted £1,000 a week, which we can't afford. But yeah, let's have a quick look then. So first off, down at the bottom, John Gerard Kamara, a Sierra Leonean, which would be amazing to have in the team. Probably not going to cut it though. Luke Jones is a Welshman goalkeeper. We've got Craig Brown, a striker. Dean Harrison, either winger it looks like. Andrew Murray at left back. We need a left back. Lewis Otara, the Ivorian holding midfielder or centre back. Tom Spalding at right midfield. John Burns at right back. That's good. So we do have a couple of fullbacks in there. And Colby Eklipont, a goalkeeper from Scotland. Lovely. And then the elite talent. So right midfielder. We love wingers, don't we? Deegan Tooten. 2-star. He looks like he's going to be pretty useful. Georgios Eleftheriou. He's probably going to get a nickname if he makes it. Attacking midfield, which is good. We do actually need an attacking midfield option. Jimmy Curran, attacking midfield left. Charlie Turner, a right back. Yes, good. That looks like he could be quite useful. Could play left back as well. Stephen Shaw at centre back, centre mid or holding mid. We have a Will Jones, a Welsh centre back and left back. And Graham O'Brien can play in behind the striker, right midfield, left midfield, and central midfield as well. So the youth intake has arrived. It remains very early in their careers. They're led by the very gifted Graham O'Brien, who we'll be looking at last. Have a real chance of developing into a golden generation once again. So we'll have a look at all of them. However, let's go and have a look at our new head of youth development, who may only be here for one season, but we went with Aaron Ford, and we've got a new skin. This is the Tato skin. We'll get onto why I've changed skins in a minute as well. But this is Aaron Ford, who has high determination, a good level of discipline, and is good at working with youngsters. He uses our formations. He's sort of similar to how we're playing at the moment. I mean, 4-3-3 isn't quite what we're using at the moment. But he's a determined personality. So we've brought him in for that for one season. So this is Aaron Ford. As I said, he's like a third of the price of the other guy who wanted £1,000 a week, who is still on our staff shortlist. There he is, Nathan Austin. The other one that we're hoping to bring in at the end of this season, once Aaron Ford leaves, is Aaron Lee Jones. Working with youngsters 17, level discipline 18, determination 11, adaptability 15, a spirited personality, plays our system in a 4-2-3-1 and a gegenpress, and with a little bit more direct passing, although it says long. I think this is the sort of guy that would fit us a lot better. He has knowledge of England, Norway, New Zealand, Sweden, and Wales is in there as very good as well. So I feel like this is our guy, Aaron Lee Jones, until we can afford Nathan Austin. If we can afford Nathan Austin off the bat when we lose the contract of Aaron Ford finishes, we'll probably bring him in. 4-3-3 isn't exactly what we're playing, but the gegenpress, the direct, the balanced and stuff like that suits us a little bit better. But yeah, let me know what you think about Aaron Lee Jones. So I don't really want to have too much of a turnover in terms of head of youth development, because I think, well, I don't know if it affects it actually. If you have one for a while, can you keep changing it every year and it affects what you get through youth intake? No idea. But yeah, that's who we're probably looking to bring in, Aaron Lee Jones, until we can afford Nathan Austin, who is wanting £1,000 a week, which is just crazy. Look at that, £1,000 a week. I mean, even if we say let's give you a huge bonus, will you accept? No, you won't. It won't accept the maximum wage we can offer, so that's not going to happen. Right, let's go and have a look at our youth intake then, starting at the bottom. John Gerard Kamara. John Gerard Kamara, as if it's Stephen Gerrard Kamara. Midfield left from Sierra Leone. Wasn't expecting very much. Great teamwork, determination, flair, bit of balance, bit of fitness, technique. Meh. Defensive winger, don't use them. Not got much about him, really. Heading 1. I mean, strength 2. Yeah, I don't think he's ever going to make it. Shame. Good nationality. Luke Jones, goalkeeper from Wales. Okay, jumping reach and balance isn't too bad. One of his highest stats, etc. and rushing out. So definitely a sweeper keeper. But again, compared to what we've got, he'll get a contract he'll get a youth contract or a non-contract terms because our youth team does need a bit of a constant supply of goalkeepers. But yeah. No, I think he's rubbish. Next, on to the good talents then. Striker, Craig Brown. Striker centre, what have you got? So you're very fit. You've got good acceleration. Finishing and composure is lacking a bit. Dribbling's lacking. Off the ball's lacking. Flair, teamwork, technique. Again, I don't think he's ever going to make it. He could score some goals in the youth team, but not too sure there about Craig Brown. Don't worry, they will all get faces. I'll update that for next season as well. Dean Harrison, who is 1.5 star, but only got a top talent. So, interesting. Dean Harrison, midfield left. A bit of pace, good acceleration, good fitness, agility, balance, dribbling. I think he could potentially become something good. Maybe the attacking midfield left. If he had better tackling, I'd be tempted to make him into an attacking fullback. 5'8", he's only 15, so he's got a bit of time to grow. Determination is low. Positioning off the ball is pretty poor. Yeah, the mentals are really letting him down. But those physicals, there could be something to work with there. He's an interesting one to keep an eye on. Dean Harrison. Yeah, interesting at left midfield. Next up, Andrew Murray, left back, a position we really do need strengthening in. Yep, it's not going to be him, so less said about him the better. Let's just skip straight ahead of Andrew Murray. Definitely. Andy Murray's definitely not going to make it at football. Lewis Otara, holding midfielder or centre-back. Teamwork's good. Determination's very good. Jumping reach is good. Fitness, stamina. We really need a centre-back with pace as well. We really need a centre-back with pace. Tackling's pretty good. I'd say a centre-back is probably more what he's suited to. Yeah. Potential, 6'2" as well. There is potential there. I'm not completely writing off Luis Otara. Tom Spalding, midfield right, lacking a bit of pace. Acceleration is decent. I'll tell you what we've not got. Dives into tackles. There hasn't been many people with dives into tackles, has there? Work rate 11, technique 11, first touch 11, crossing and dribbling is okay. Maybe an attacking midfield right. Again, tackling's probably a bit too low to make him a right back, but yeah, again, not too much to be excited about with Tom Spalding, to be honest. John Burns, right back. We do need a good right back. John Burns, Northern Irish. Nope, definitely not going to make it. Anyway, he's definitely not going to make it into our first team. Anyway, 6'4" is pretty awesome, but can't head, can't mark, can't tackle, has no strength, has no pace. Has no fans. John Burns is not probably going to make it. Last in the top talents, Colby Ekadipont, 2-star goalkeeper from Scotland. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Eccentricity 1 is good. I quite like that. But yeah, he's okay. He's okay for the youngsters. 15, so we can give him 3 years in the under 18s or 2.5 years. 6'1". Not too bad. Let's see if he does progress. It says potentially 4-star, but I don't really see it happening, to be honest. Okay, into the elite talents. So the lowest elite talent is 1 star, or current ability, is 1 star, Stephen Shaw at centre-back. So 5'11", which isn't a great start. I think in the lower leagues, 5'11" for a centre-back is not really acceptable. Can't really head. Can't really mark, can't really tackle. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing how he's an elite talent. Maybe at holding mid, probably not though. No, he's going to need a lot of progression over his first couple of seasons to break into our first team. So the first elite talent, a little bit disappointing. Right, on to the 1.5 stars. Let's start with the other centre-back then. Will Jones from Wales. Will Jones, jumping reach 14. He is, 6'2". Not too bad. Again, heading, marking and tackling. Tackling at 9 isn't too bad, but heading 7, marking 3 for a centre-back is truly awful. And he doesn't have the pace or the crossing to be a left back. Again, I'm not convinced. See how he gets on in the under 18s. But yeah, really not convinced by Will Jones. at all there. The other 1.5 or 2 more 1.5 stars we have. We'll go with Jimmy Curran first, attacking midfield left. He's 5'2". Oh my word, that is tiny. That's smaller than my wife. Bloody hell. Crossing 9, dribbling 10, technique 12, off the ball 8, work rate 11, pace 12, acceleration 12. Potentially there could be something good there, but again, I don't think it looks like there's enough to make the cut. Yeah, not sure. I mean, diminutive winger is... That's not lying. That is not lying. 5'2". That is tiny, Jimmy. You're a tiny Jimmy. The next one, right back, Charlie Turner. Right back and left back. I was so hoping he would be better than that. I was so hoping he'd be better. That is really poor. He's got tackling 7 and crossing 7. He's not even attacking or defensive. He's just a nothing fullback. Nothing. He's a nothing fullback. Could play left back. Wants to play right back. Oh, that's so disappointing. Charlie, you were my big hope. I'm not going to lie. I was putting a lot of eggs in the Charlie Turner basket there to help us out. I really was. Right, we're going to leave Graham O'Brien till last. So let's go to the 2-star players now. Deegan Tutan, attacking midfield right. Good pace, acceleration, agility, fitness. Dribbling's not too bad. Technique. Off the ball needs to improve. Flair. Teamwork's good. Determination is good. 5'8". Someone commented the other day, I think it was Ross, commented on one of the videos saying, why are all your players giants? Well, they're not anymore. We're getting regular heighted people through the intake. But winger on the right, maybe make an effort. But if you think about the players that we've got in this position already, Stephen Harris, Tony Hogan, Lyndon Clough can play out there as well. I think he's going to struggle to get into our team. But you never know. In the youth system, he may put in some good performances that catch my attention and may come in. Balanced personality. Not too bad. It looks fairly determined as well. So, okay, Deegan Tutan, not the best, but also not the worst. Let's look at Georgios. Georgios is what we're going to call him. Attacking midfield centre. Ooh, I was brought in by the greens. I was drawn to the greens. Aggression and bravery, probably not ideal. A mercenary personality. We'll have to get that trained up. 5'6", so another one on the smaller side. Physicalities aren't amazing, but passing is good. Flair, technique. Teamwork. Okay, stinks of an attacking playmaker, an advanced attacking playmaker. Not too bad. Gets into opposition area I quite like. I do quite like that. If we could get his finishing and composure up a bit, focus on that, maybe a bit of his pace as well. Shadow striker could do a good job in a shadow striker role. But yeah, okay, interesting. It gives me a bit of hope for the final few players we're going to look at. But, yeah, Georgios is there as well. I've got to do that straight away, haven't I? I've got to just go set nickname. Georgios. There we go. Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to say his surname when it comes up on screen. So that was a 2-star player. 2-star, 2-star. I think there is only one left. It is Graham O'Brien. Right. I'm immediately drawn to the fact that it says defensive winger. Don't like them. It can play right midfield, left midfield, central midfield, and attacking midfield, apparently. Graham O'Brien, who's leading this golden generation, apparently. Graham O'Brien looks all right. Yeah, looks all right. No, not enough pace to be a winger. In the middle, then. Ball-winning midfielder. Work on his tackling. Balance, jumping, reach. What is he, 6 foot? Okay, strength needs to improve. Bravery will need to improve to be a ball winner. I mean, deep line playmaker, he's got passing 8. Let's just have a quick look at bog standard central midfielder then. So, yeah, I mean, box to box, surely with those physicals, surely a box to box suits him better. Not really got the pace for it, but stamina, fitness. Yeah, I'm not sure. What do you think? What do you think about Graham O'Brien? Where do we think his best sort of position would be on the pitch? I'd be intrigued to know your thoughts on that one. All in all, it's an okay intake. Again, it's similar to last season's. It's okay. It's not. There's no one. It's not really standout in it at the moment. It'll be interesting once you give them contracts, how they progress, what they look like when they're actually in the squad and compared to the players we already have. I know this is sort of, but doing that already. Yeah, not sure. I'm not sure about that one. Not sure about that intake. I'll be very interested to know your thoughts down below though. So yeah. Anyway, the other thing I'd like to say is if we could all leave a comment on this video, just comment saying who you think is your favourite. Who is your favourite youth intake from this? Because obviously where I had a break for Christmas, now the algorithm has lost its momentum in terms of YouTube. So if we can get a load of comments on this video, it'll start promoting it again and get more people involved, which is the main aim of this, spread the joy of the Youth Academy challenge. But yeah, let me know who is your favourite youngster that's come through this youth intake, and I'll be interested to know who that is. Right, we will be back at the end of the season where hopefully we'll be in an FA Trophy final. Now I say hopefully because we're currently 1-0 down in the first leg where we played at home to Fylde and they beat us 1-0, which is a bit irritating. But we did make the semi-final. I did say after we got knocked out live on camera in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round to Matlock Town, who are the division below us from Derby. They are near Derby in Derbyshire. I did say we needed a long run in the FA Trophy, and we have done that. Getting to the semi-final I think is awesome. But yeah, so hopefully we'll be back at the end of the season for the FA Trophy final. And if not, we'll be back for the final game of the season against Billericay Town to see how we finished in the league, what our youth players are looking like, and what the plans are for next season. But thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. For now, I'm out. Cheers. Oh, if you're still here, a bit of a bonus. I said, why have I changed skins to the Tato skin, which is available on FM Scout, purely for this reason. Because on the homepage, I don't need to go anywhere to have a look at what my scouts are saying about Dover or our next opponents, how they look, what key attributes I can look at, what they're probably going to line up in or what they played in their last game, their expected style, all of this sort of stuff. I can go through here and see what I want to see for my team. And that is really helpful. The Tato skin off FM Scout. Cheers for watching. I'm out. Bye.